Hey y'all, welcome back. Lova's Crafts here, and will be working on section number 2. I did a totally different whip and chat for section number 1, and for some reason, it did not, like half of it transferred and the other one didn't. I do have both dogs in the office with me, but this is my thank you to 500 plus subscribers. So yeah, figured we sit, do a whip and chat, kind of get everything out on the ground and see what we can come up with. But thank you guys again for 500 subscribers. You guys are amazing. We got a little more than 500 plus going up on the channel. Like I said, I know that it's a mixture of everything. Sorry, I'm kind of like trying to situate myself to come work on it. We're going to do the red over here. So let me actually kind of adjust you here. You guys get a little bit of a zoom. There we go. All right. But yeah, thank you guys to 500 subscribers. I wanted to get this filmed again because, you know, it's a milestone. It's one of those things where, again, I didn't realize so quickly that I would be hitting this milestone. I was taking, or I am still taking, content creation and digital marketing, and I'm kind of looking for the tips and tricks to grow my audience. Again, this is just an entertainment, how-to style type channel. And it's nice to see that there's a community out there that's, you know, kind of looking for the same thing. There's so much negativity going on in this world, and I kind of want to bring a little bit of light to it. I got a couple of stories to tell, I guess. Maybe. My original whip and chat, I did discuss that my child and I had a little bit of a scare 2 weeks ago. Or a week ago? No, 2 weeks ago. I'm 31 weeks pregnant at the time of this filming. I think I did tell you guys a story just to kind of document the fact that I've been documenting my pregnancy even while I was struggling with infertility. So I kind of feel like, you know, I want to make sure you guys know that, you know, you guys aren't alone with it. This is one of those things that has been a very scary journey, but nonetheless very relaxing up until 2 weekends ago. I just want to preface with this. If you guys have a dog or a cat or some type of animal that's literally like your saving grace and lifesaver, that one had a tab on it. Make sure you give them their flowers. But, so yeah, 2 Saturdays ago, woke up to Bruno having to have defecated on our hardwood floor. My dog is 9 years old. However, my dog does not do this. Bruno is very much the type of dog where he will wait to go outside. My dog is not having any type of health issues that would create a bowel issue or whatever. It was just him sleeping in the room that night. It was warm enough for Max, who has his own designated area. He's still a barn animal, so he's very much okay sleeping like kind of sort of outside, although he's very spoiled. And this is such a weird color. I'm not sure if I like it. Anywho, so Bruno, you know, obviously, like I said, he's older, but he's not that old. He's still very much able to control himself, control his bowels. He's usually the type of dog to come and wake me up if he needs to go outside. He's very much the type of, like, he's half Chihuahua, so he's definitely, like, going to scratch at you. But, he didn't do that that morning, so, you know, I get up, I clean his mess, I send him and Max outside, go to the bathroom. Obviously, I'm freaking out because upon arrival, I'm seeing bleeding, so I'm obviously thinking the worst. I've had a really good pregnancy up until that point, no issues, no problems. I was legitimately freaking the fuck out, okay? I also wasn't feeling my son. I had counted kicks about maybe 4 or 5 hours prior, and it was, like, obviously it was the amount, it's 10 kicks per, like, every 2-3 hours, I think, is it, before you have to, like, call in. Either which way, husband rushes me to the hospital. just to find out that everything with me is okay, everything with the baby is okay. I just have something called a fragile cervix. So apparently I can sneeze and I'll just start bleeding out of the blue. It's not uncommon, but again, it was because I'm already so late in the game. I'm already in my third trimester. I started to freak the fuck out. So, I've been instructed and trying to practice how to sit down. Okay. Problem with sitting down. Me, eldest daughter, don't know how to do that. Don't know how to do it. I don't think I have any of these symbols here. Oh, I do. I have that blue color and the butterfly. So obviously it was a very scary thing for me to go through it. But since then it's been good. Today my son gave me a little bit of a scare. He woke me up. I guess he had the hiccups or something. It was like 5 minutes of a consistent, like, like what felt like a heartbeat. But I was like, okay, I'm assuming that this is hiccups, and this is the first time I'm actually just experiencing my son having hiccups in the moon. So it was a very, like, weird feeling, especially since it woke me up out of my sleep. Any other symptoms that I'm having currently? The fatigue has come back full-blown again. Unfortunately, here in the third trimester, I really thought that I would have beat it. And if you guys know from my previous whipping chats, I have stated how fatigue and me are not friends. I already deal with MS as a autoimmune disease. I've had it for the past 7 years. And fatigue is one of those symptoms that kind of scare me. So there's that. Obviously I can't breathe, since you guys can probably hear that. But yeah, I mean, everything else is fine. Back pain is definitely coming back up. So I am wearing a brace now to kind of keep me from having too much of that pain. I'm not used to being this big, obviously. Those who personally know me, I've literally been like 95 fucking pounds for like majority of my life, and then I started gaining weight right before I got pregnant. I was on prednisone, which I'm kind of surprised at, and I think I mentioned this in a previous whipping chat, that like no one's ever prescribed to me after I got diagnosed with the MS, because it definitely helped with my appetite, and I felt like I had more energy, things like that. It really helped, along with walking and other things. So, but the fatigue has come back full blown. I'm feeling like I'm gonna die come 3 p.m. Right now, currently, it's 1:31 on Friday, April 26th. Not sure when this is gonna go up, but when I mean I'm dying, I'm dying. Oh, okay, I do have that symbol right here. But there's that. The other, I guess it's not really stories. It's more of just feelings about my life. Obviously, we have been adjusting to having my in-laws live with us, and I was very kind of afraid of having to share my own space with not just other people, but with another woman. And I do want to preface with this: my parents split up when I was about 12, 13 years old. So it's been 20 years since I've ever, and mind you, I can't even say that because I'm the eldest daughter. I've always had my own room, my own stuff. Never really had anybody in my space before, like direct space. So it's kind of been like a transition. It's a transition for everybody because, you know, again, I really haven't been living in a house full of women since I moved out of my house, like my mom's place, at 22. I'm 31 now. So that's 9 years. Having people all sit around the kitchen table, and being 5 of us living in the house now, it was kind of a traumatic feeling for me. I had to like kind of like situate with my bestie and my husband and kind of like explain, like, you know, how it's traumatic because it's like it's weird because, and I guess it's because it's my kitchen table. that it makes it really awkward. And again, it's like my husband's like, but you just had your family. I was like, no, 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 you don't see how, like, it's weird because it's my table. Like, I remember my childhood kitchen. I remember my dad still actually has the kitchen table that they had together. I had my own designated spot at my table when my parents were married. It's just, you know, it's a lot. It brought back a lot of memories. But we've been doing good here. No complaints, honestly. It's kind of nice having, you know, just, I guess, as long as it, like, my husband feels very fulfilled coming home and knowing that there's people home. I do have extra help as well, obviously, now because of my scare, and my husband really was like, you know, men are funny. Like, they don't really express anything until like something happens, and he's a man of very little words, very strong, big man. He's my you know, my teddy bear, and I know it made him feel some type of way. I'm literally the, like, have you guys ever seen that old Looney Tunes show of the big, strong, like, I think it's a bulldog? And then he has like a little scrappy dog with him. I'm the little scrappy dog. I'm the little scrappy dog. So, you know, it's nice. It's been weird, but it's nice. It's different. But I have enough space. Obviously, I still have my own office. I have my, you know, my space. My child will have his own space. No one's on top of each other. And again, it's working out okay. So I'm glad to be able to report that, because I was personally really scared that I would be clashing with my mother-in-law. And to be honest with you, it's actually the opposite effect. I feel very vindicated and very much able to voice and speak my truth in a way where I think needed to happen. And to see like my husband very happy, because when we first moved from New Jersey to Pennsylvania, it was very much a homesick feeling. I think I only took it a little easier because my dad was able to kind of like drive out and see us and spend time with us, and it was a little bit of an easier transition for me. But I was already used to not kind of being around family, where he was 100% always around his family. So it was different for him. But for me, yeah, I missed home because like my dad wasn't like down the street anymore. But it was something. So it's nice to kind of have him, you know, come home and like, you know, everybody's outside. We're enjoying each other's like company. And, you know, and I guess to an extent there is a little bit of a safety feature now. Like my parents both kind of feel like happy that, you know, I'm not home by myself with just the dogs. That I do have some type of little bit of extra help. I don't think I have any of these letters here or symbols. Yeah. Okay. Let's get into the next one. Hold on, guys. Okay. I think I have, yeah, the next color here, which is 6. So it's been kind of a little bit of a transition, but it's a nice transition. And like I said, I have no complaints. Like I said, I was very scared at one point. But now I'm not. Now I'm not so scared about it. Now I'm actually very much open to it. Like I said, it's an adjustment, but you can also see too, like where like I said, the men in my life are funny. Like the men don't know how to adjust to like anything, where like women make it work. So, yeah, it's nice. I have no complaints. I am still looking for work. But so let me tell you guys about that. So I deleted my old Indeed profile, and I made a whole brand new one. I made a brand new email for my Indeed and for my professional endeavors. Guess who's getting hits now for employment? So this is how I know that maybe, because I had saw something on TikTok a while ago about how you can be blackballed by companies on Indeed. And I really thought it was some, you know, some wildness about it. No, because now I'm getting hits. Now recruiters are looking for me, you know, and I wonder if maybe that's due to the fact that I created a new profile, so it's coming up as a new profile. But I just also think it's kind of audacious where like a company could do that. And I know exactly which company, because on my old Indeed, and I was keeping, if you guys know, I keep a very like extensive tracking, like job tracker. When you do unemployment or you try to obtain unemployment, you still, every time you file for your benefits here in the state of Pennsylvania, you do have to keep track of the jobs that you are applying to and things like that. So I keep a tracker. I've always kind of kept a little bit of a tracker anyway prior to, but I was keeping track of what positions as well were still opened at my previous job that fucked me out of my unemployment money. Right before my unemployment hearing, which I did not win, just to let you guys know, I saw all of the open positions. My position that I was still working for is still very much open and has been. Funny part is that that position, I couldn't see any of them after a while. I couldn't see any of them after a while. This, I think, is here. Now, with my new Indeed profile, I see everything. I see how many different departments are actually hiring now. And it's very fucking, like, sick. How it's like, wow, like, you guys must have really hit, like, blackball, because they have the ability to, especially when you're hired off of, like, a thing like Indeed. They, like, mark, and you can mark, too, like, if you were hired, if you were interviewing, things like that. I'm so sorry, my dog is having like a mental breakdown, if you guys can hear him. They love the rug I have in here, so. So, you know, it's just, it's crazy though that it's like I had to make a whole new profile for my profile to start getting hits, but you know, it makes you have to retake all those assessments if a job has an assessment that's there, which is fine, no big deal. But it makes you wonder, and it makes you think, especially in such a shitty job market. I am still looking to take courses to become a healthcare aide. So that could be a supplemental income, especially since my in-laws live here. I would be one for my father-in-law, which is fine. Because then it also gives me the opportunity to stay home with my child. So, I don't see that one either. Here we go. These colors are kind of going really fast. That one's going to be a lot of color blocking, so might as well just dump the entire thing out. But, I just find it really funny how that worked out. It's just so, it's wild to me. It's wild to me, and it's such an economy in which we're living in. This is what I mean by, like, I feel like some people are getting so, like, screwed with, especially for no reason, especially when they're hard workers, and there's so many people who are struggling right now. It's like, it's disgusting. It's disgusting behavior. But let me just make sure I do that. And take this. 1, 2. Okay. But yeah, but that's about that. I'm kind of like, I have feelings about like Mother's Day too coming up. Like, I want a specific type of gift, but I can't have that gift because I haven't, like, we haven't announced my son's name at all, and we are waiting until he's born. But I have hold on, guys. Sorry, guys, I kind of have to cut this short. Anywho, I don't even remember what I was saying. I gotta cut this whip and chat short, though. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know if you have any other questions. I will be doing a giveaway for you guys soon, especially when we hit about 1,000 subscribers. I kind of just want to let you guys know that before I let you go. Again, thank you so much for over 500 subbies. I love you guys. You guys are legitimately the best, and I shall see you guys in the next video. Bye, y'all.